Welcome to the highlights of day 5 of this first N-Power Test match, India versus England from Lords, the start of the 2007 series and the start of the last day. Anything could have happened. England, of course, had the initiative. They needed to take 7 wickets. India might just have got their nose ahead if they batted well. It was an intriguing day. This was what the match situation looked like. England, as I said, held the initiative because they had that lead of 97, remember, and the Kevin Pietersen innings had ensured India had a big target to chase. 137 for 3. Dinesh Karthik was 56 not out. Sourav Ganguly was still in there. So India needed 243 runs and England needed 7 wickets. That's how it was poised. And of course, there was a question of the weather. The forecast was for rain all day, and so many possibilities. Would England take the 7 wickets? Would India score the runs? Would rain come and spoil it all? It was amidst all this that day 5 got underway.
First ball of the morning. Very good morning, Ian Chappell.
Morning, Alan. Very lively morning it could be too. We've talked about the conditions out there, and I think they definitely favour England this morning. This is exactly what England would have been hoping for. India would have been hoping for more of what they saw in the last hour last night, where the sun was out and they played some very positive cricket.
Seam bowlers love days like this when it's cloudy. Everything just feels a little bit more in their favour. Could be a seam bowler's paradise today. The pitch is still good. You had a good look at it this morning.
It looks remarkably good, actually. It's an absolute credit to Mike Hunt. He and his staff have done a really good job, and I think 10 out of 10 is the only mark you could give them for this cricket pitch. Suited everybody.
One over, 1 run, and it is Ryan Sidebottom now from the nursery end. Left arm over, 2 slips and a gully. And immediately the right shape on the delivery from the Yorkshireman, Sidebottom. Sourav Ganguly, and at the end of play, this was a little interchange, little intercourse between Ganguly and Michael Vaughan, the England captain.
Well, they would have been just renewing acquaintances, Alan. They would have captained against each other when Sourav was captain of India, and now that he's not captain, he wouldn't have had so much opportunity to chat with Michael Vaughan. So obviously taking that opportunity to have a bit of a chat to an old mate.
This could beat Sidebottom. It has. And that's 4. And 4 from the over, 142 for 3. That is very well bowled. Oh, that is the finger that goes up that signals the end of Ganguly's stay at the crease, and Sidebottom has struck early on this 5th day.
Well, I think he was playing for the one that leaves the left-hander. I'm not too sure the ball came in sharply. I just think that the ball might have held its line, held its course. Yes, it just held its course. Hit him on just above the knee roll. Might be interesting to see if it would have gone on top of the stumps. But really there was no movement of the feet. And yes, just clipping the top of the off stump. And India have lost their 4th wicket for 143.
Hi, I'm VVS Lakshman, 32 years old, right-hand middle order batsman and right-hand off-spin bowler.
VVS Lakshman with India now 143 for 4. A test average of 42. It's a great shot of this cricket ground. Lord's Cricket Ground, London, SW8. And Wimbledon is SW19. Anderson now. Oh, that's a scorching shot by Karthik. And it's not quite going to go for 4. And he only gets 2 for it.
That's because he started off thinking that it was going to go for a boundary, so he was trolling for his first run. Then when he saw the ball moving away from the field, he thought the third run was on. It was too late.
Karthik on to 60 now, 145 for 4. That's a super catch. Anderson's claiming it, and Karthik has a prolonged look at that, but he knows that his fate has been sealed, and Anderson has struck as India lose their 5th.
Michael Vaughan had posted an extra fielder, wideish gully, and Anderson doing a very good job of making Karthik go for that shot again. Simple catch to second slip. Collingwood takes it and hugs all around for Jimmy Anderson. 145 for 5.
Hi, I am Dhoni, 26 years of age, wicket-keeper and right-hand batsman.
So Mahendra Singh Dhoni comes out to the middle. The Indian innings in disarray at the moment. They've lost half their side. Both the overnight batsmen dismissed. Still a long way to go. So England in the driver's seat at the moment. 146 for 5. Plenty of supporters for the Indian team here. Be disappointed at the start this morning. Batting has to show some character. Try and hang around for another couple of hours or so. That's nicely timed. Didn't try and hit it too hard. It'll be good for India if Lakshman gets some runs under his belt. He's not had a great time against England.
But at least you know that Lakshman can play the long innings, okay? He hasn't done it against England, but in this situation you need someone to bat time. So Lakshman can do that. Can Dhoni, Ravi? That's the question I'm asking you. Mahendra Singh Dhoni has been a hitter. This situation needs someone to get his head down and bat for a long time. Can Dhoni do that?
Well, it's against his nature, but he has no choice really. That's 4. Should be a wide. Every now and then he looks to slip in that in-swinger. Jamie Anderson, just a subtle change in the wrist action. Well, that clearly suggests he can play the long innings. Played his best cricket against the Australians.
And it shows he's a fighter. A lot of those innings were in fighting situations. One in Calcutta. So he can do it. Who's going to stay with him?
He's got to be talking to himself, Dhoni. He's a mature young man. These are conditions he's not encountered before. Alan Donald, on the other hand, will be pretty happy with the way things have gone as far as the England bowling is concerned in this game.
But that is the art of batting, isn't it, Nas? Adapting to certain situations, different conditions, not playing the same way all the time.
Yeah, and that's what Kevin Pietersen did yesterday before lunch when it was difficult, tricky. He got his head down, blocked virtually, and then after lunch, when he realised he needed to put his foot down, he did. So that's two different types of player in one.
Yeah, I liked Peterson's innings yesterday because he played to the situation, not to his reputation. And I think the quicker he learns that, and the more he learns that, even more runs he's going to score. But that is the beauty of batting, turning up to each match, each innings, assessing the situation, assessing the conditions, and playing accordingly.
.154 for 5. First runs for Dhoni, so that'll make him feel better. Or is it leg line? No signal from the umpire, so he's off the mark. He's off the pair.
Quite a tricky afternoon for the umpires since they've built a new stands at Lord's. On days with heavy cloud cover, the light closes in pretty quickly. It's not close at the moment, but it's getting a little bit dark, a little bit grey. And the umpires will have to be at their best. Batsmen will be in their ears trying to get off. Peterson looking up at the skies. It's okay at the moment.
Yes, India have to hang in there. It's a test of character. But, this being the first test of the series, it's so important. Get a little bit of luck going your way. Get out of this one. You never know what can happen in the next two test matches.
As we see a shot there of the slip cordon for England. And Anderson letting a bouncer go at Dhoni last ball. That'll be his tactic. The odd short ball just to keep him back, keep him thinking, and then pitch it up outside off stump, invite the drive, bring those slips into play.
Oh, he's done it again. That was how he was out in the first innings. Again, he's not played it well. He's looking to duck. Can't get his bat out of the way. Luckily for him on this occasion, it's gone over the slips.
Well, it's amazing how often the game of cricket repeats itself. If you have an error, it will keep coming up. And that's exactly what happened in the first innings on a couple of occasions. One landing short. This is in the first innings. Off the glove, onto the edge, straight to Ian Bell. And very nearly the same in the second innings. Dhoni not sure whether to duck, fend, play, or just drop his hands. Drop his hands, I'd say.
Well, I just have a feeling now that's unsettled him. He's just got to. This is where Lakshman will have to come into play. He's a senior player. Just calm him down. Tell him just forget that last delivery. Just focus on the moment now.
It's a classic situation here of when the fielding side spot a deficiency, they expose that. And with the short ball in particular, I think you have to display to the bowler, whether you duck, whether you hook, whether you sway out the way, you have to display to the bowler and the captain that you know what you're doing.
.160 for 5. So 160 for 5. Side bottom continuing. No change in the bowling so far. He went hard in it. Lakshman will get a boundary.
Fair enough shot for me. If you're going to flash hard, get the ball over the gully. Lakshman has very fine hands. Probably didn't mean that to go so fine. Trying to hit it through square cover, and it gets over gully. Ravi, I'm just going to ask you about the Indian coach situation. I know Ian Chappell doesn't believe in coaches, but when you've got a batsman like Dhoni who has so much talent, but also this failing against the short ball, who's working with him on these deficiencies? For example, Alistair Cook in Australia had a problem, came back, worked with Graham Gooch, his batting coach, solved a lot of those problems. Who will be working with Dhoni? Who will be throwing in deliveries, making him better?
Well, unfortunately, there'll be nobody on this trip apart from Mr. Bode, Chandu Bode, who's the cricket manager of the team. He will probably have a word with him. Some of the senior players will get together, like Rahul Dravid, Sachin Tendulkar. Probably have a chat with him. That's nicely played. We'll get 2 for that.
And when you set a field for the short pitch ball, invariably you get the length one.
Well, it's a two-way thing, isn't it? They're looking to bowl short at VVS, but they're also looking to get him out with a full-length delivery if he just pushes half forward. And thinking back to his dismissal in the first innings, where he was only half forward, he was reluctant to come forward, and he edged the ball through to Pryor, the keeper.
The other good fielding position, and that applies to VVS Lakshman sometimes, is the man just behind square leg, because when he does play the pull shot, he tends to scoop it up sometimes. Plays a scoop shot over mid-wicket, so the man at square leg, in fact at times people have employed that man a little further to his left as well. He's a substitute fielder. Ryan Sidebottom has gone off the field. For so much room to play that shot, and yet was he in control?
Well, it's Collingwood who's the bowler, and I should think that Collingwood is just going to bowl one over, and the two bowlers, Tremlett and Panesar, will change round. Just a cheap boundary there. Always nice to feel the ball in the middle of the bat.
Oh yes, man. That's the one. That's the Tendulkar's skid on one.
173 for 5 then India. That's John Major, enormous cricket-loving Prime Minister. I think. Oh, it was quick, straight off the outside edge, and I think might just have taken a bit of the hand, might just have brushed him on its way, and that'll run away for a boundary.
Well, living dangerously.
No, it hasn't gone.
Living dangerously. Sometimes these just stick. This would have been a special catch. Dhoni flashing the back foot. Collingwood may get a finger end on it. He won't see this all the way, Collingwood.
It would have been interesting to ask somebody like Ian Chappell whether he was standing a little too square, because you do stand a little square to leg spinners, but to the off spinners and to Monty Panesar, who's not a big spinner of the ball, maybe you should stand a little finer, maybe with your left foot in line with the popping crease, with the edge of the popping crease.
They're all waiting to see if that ball passed the boundary line. The boundary line there is that wall, isn't it, David? So did it hit the wall at all?
Yeah, there's a little rise there. It might just... Oh no, it doesn't. It gets up to the rise and then comes back.
They like to think that these greens are a bit like a golf course. I think that was a bit like that as well. Just went up one of the inclines, stopped and came back. So 3 to Dhoni's 18.
Well, that's a good looking shot. Good enough for 4 as well.
Mightn't be the prettiest looking player you'll ever see, but he can be mighty effective. I remember one South Australian player that I played with wasn't the prettiest looking player, and one of the opponents complained about where his feet were, and his reply was, just have a look where the ball is, pal. And Dhoni could well tell a few opponents that.
What kind of mood was Rahul in this morning, Ian? What are we talking about here?
Well, actually, we were talking about swing bowling, and I think at this stage we'd got to 1972 and Bob Massey. He was asking me a bit about Bob Massey, his pace, and whether he was a seam bowler or a swing bowler. I think the whole conversation started with the fact that I said to him, I guess you really wanted the sun out this morning, Rahul, and then it led from there. He talked about how the ball, the batsman had problems when the ball swung in this match.
That is a very Latchman-esque shot, and it's going to... No, it's not. That's a fine piece of fielding. Jimmy Anderson and Ryan Sidebottom gets the approval of his captain. Those things count as far as captains are concerned.
Looked as though Rahul up there in the pavilion with the ball in his hand looked like he might be thinking about becoming a swing bowler himself. Very good effort there from Jimmy Anderson. Yeah, he's still got the ball in his hand. He's thinking about becoming a swing bowler, I reckon.
Did Bob Massey ever swing the ball 75% of the way that he swung the ball that test match in 1972? After 1972, did he ever get close to it? It's a big confident shout, and it's making no inroads on Steve Bucknor. 185 for 5. That's a lovely stroke. Time to perfection.
Yes, very risky as well. Something to cheer for the Indian supporters. Uses the depth of the crease nicely to rock back. Nicely on top of it.
That's beaten cover, and it's going to run up the hill and will cross those boundary cushions. That's another 4.
Well, the punchline shouldn't worry you, Alan. You're not an Englishman. You're a Welshman.
It is the England and Wales cricket board there.
Two good shots in this over. More like the Lakshman, you know. Nicely on top of his toes. Once again getting the placement right. Good hand-eye coordination on that occasion.
Chanting going round Lord's. Support for India. 193 for 5. That's not bad running, that's pretty good. Latchman gets a single, he moves on to 23.
He's looking quite good, VVS Laxman. He's a good player of pace bowling, also a very good player of spin bowling, but he likes pace bowling.
Anderson finding the edge.
Well, that's put down. by Andrew Strauss. Well, a couple of chances have gone to ground, and England can ill afford it, because they need to try and close out India in the next couple of hours. Oh, be fair, didn't carry. A little bit of luck going Dhoni's way. He's got to be careful when he's playing the big ambitious drives. He's okay with Tremlett, but Anderson has swung the ball more than anybody else.
Oof, what a very good ball.
I get the feeling this match could be the makings of Jimmy Anderson. He's had ability for quite some time, but he's really consistently put it together in this match. That's a good delivery, bit of bounce, a little bit of movement away. You just get the feeling that the penny might have finally dropped with Jimmy Anderson, and he's put it all together.
And he's lively. Swings it at pace, lively pace.
Anderson. That's short and hoiked away by Tony. He'll take them on. And they'll come back for a second run. Well, Mahendra Singh Dhoni's not scared.
He's got to work on the short ball, but you're right, by no means is he scared of the cricket ball. And if he hits it, it'll stay hit. Didn't quite time it on that occasion. What he's got to watch now is that Monty Panesar has dropped back to the boundary. 10 yards from the boundary.
Well, there's a very festive atmosphere in the ground here at Lord's. Quite a lot of young people in the ground, making a lot of noise. And when Ravi and I were out in the middle waiting to do the pitch report, they were really in a happy, jovial mood. So they've come here for a good time, and they've come obviously to watch what it could be an exciting cricket match. So far they've seen some good battling test match cricket.
Oh, that's a very nice shot. It's going to beat side bottom, and Dhoni picks up a boundary. 200 up for India. 202 for 5. Dhoni moves on to 28.
That's nicely played. He's growing in confidence. And the good thing is that he was prepared to battle out there. Came into bat on a pair.
He's maintained pretty good line and length, James Anderson. Just saw Dhoni clip him off the pads away for 4. Haven't been too many deliveries that have been down leg side from Jimmy Anderson. That's one big improvement I see in his bowling, the consistency. That's something that has dogged him before, but it looks as though he's got that sorted out, got his action sorted out, and he's very confident. Rhythm is a big thing. Rhythm, particularly for a fast bowler, a genuinely fast bowler. There's a couple of other things swing bowler needs to get right. Obviously rhythm is one thing, but the position of the wrist is another. Jimmy Anderson, for a good part of his career, there's never been any doubt about the ability. He's had that ability to swing the ball late, but the consistency was missing, but now that seems to be coming.
Well, that's a great ball. They've all gone up in the slips. It needs Simon Tarfel to give his verdict, and it's in favour of India. The indication is from Dhoni that it's hit his sleeve on the elbow. 202 for 5. he sees it once.
Brilliant decision, because it was a terrific delivery. Swing for Anderson. It's hit the arm on the way to the keeper. It's missed the bat.
Latchman pulled away. It's 4 more.
Yes, this is a good fight back. Good fighting partnership from India. They're hanging in there. The good thing is it's not all defense. If the opportunity is there to play the shot, they've both done it, and that's well played. In ample time to get it over square leg into the boundary.
Well, this partnership's doing a couple of things for India. It's obviously giving the dressing room the feeling that victory is not yet out of the question. But there's the ball clipping the elbow of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. No wonder he was waving his arm around in a hurry. They're smart when they hit the elbow. But the other thing, there's a lot of predictions about rain this afternoon. So this pair go to lunch still in occupation, then India will be thinking that we've got 2 chances. We might win the game, but if the rain comes, we might also save it. And there's a lot to be said for living to fight another day. You know, you might say, all right, well, England have had the better of this test match, but we've fought hard and we've scrambled out of this. Okay, so it's 0-0. Now we go to Trent Bridge and we're not behind anymore. We're level, and psychologically we're in good shape.
Absolutely. You can see the weather cloudy, cool, heavy rain expected at times, and that's later on in the afternoon. That's the forecast. Speaking when Dravid was having a chat with me this morning, he was confident. He said if we can bat for 2 sessions, we'll come close to winning this game. And he was confident. He inspired. He said because the pitch, what he really liked was the pitch. He's saying the pitch was good. It's only if it's overcast does it start swinging. But if we get a good partnership going, we could be close to that target. And really, if you look at it, if India had not lost a couple of wickets, if they had one partnership going earlier, then it's not impossible.
It's a single to VVS Latchman. He moves on to 29, 207 for 5. Partnership of 62, and India need another 173 to win. 1 more ball to go before lunch on this 5th and final day. That's lunch on the final day. 207 for 5 India, and a partnership of 62 between Latchman and Mahendra Singh Dhoni has really made India feel that they fought themselves into position where, well, given the weather, who knows what might happen.
A little bit of a chat there between umpire Simon Torfel and Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and I would say it was obviously about that decision. And it looked as though Dhoni may well have been congratulating Simon Torfel on a very good decision, telling him, yes mate, it hit my elbow, and a pat on the back then from umpire Torfel, just probably saying, well, thanks for letting me know that. I appreciate it. It doesn't hurt to have that sort of rapport with the umpires, and doesn't hurt every now and again when you think that they've made a really good decision, even if the decision hurts your team. Doesn't hurt to say, you know, well done. We think that was a terrific decision. Nothing wrong with a bit of respect between the players and the officials.
So Jaffa yesterday going for 8, Dinesh Karthik today falling for 60, Rahul Dravid yesterday for 9, Tendulkar 16, Sourav Ganguly trapped in front, no real qualms about that decision, for 40. Lachman and Mahendra Singh Dhoni have put on 62, 207 for 5 in 69 overs. And this is the highest partnership of the innings so far. Ganguly and Karthik 59, Jaffa and Karthik 38 for the first. Now 62 for this 6th wicket between Lachman and Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Two for 66, Jimmy Anderson in 21, 1 for 33 and 14 from Sidebottom. Tremlett 1 for 41, 1 for 50. Panesar, quick word on those figures.
Yeah, it's been pretty good bowling. Jimmy Anderson, I think, has been he's looked the most dangerous. Sidebottom very accurate, and good wicket of Ganguly for him. But Anderson is the one who has looked dangerous throughout. Monty Panesar has done a good job in holding the batsman under control and giving the bowlers at the other end the opportunity to pick up wickets.
Lunch, 5th and final day, and this match is nicely poised. India 207 for 5, and they need another 173 to win. England need 5 more Indian wickets. England require 5 more wickets to win the match, and India need 173 runs to win. Forecast has been for rain to arrive at any time from 9 o'clock this morning. That has not happened. So I think we'll give up the weather forecast. That's certainly our source. Maybe we should use local sources like Graham Gooch, who knows this weather and knows England and knows London. Shouldn't we?
Well, it's not definitive getting it right with the weather. I'm from East London and we're in North West London.
Oh, that is a 4, but it could have been worse.
Well, for this once, Michael Vaughan doesn't get the field placings right. He's got 2 slips and a 4th slip. 3rd slip has been dispensed with. He's left the gap there, and that would have been straight in the breadbasket for 3rd slip. So the captain doesn't always get it right. Just placing his field. Not the greatest shot, I have to say, by Laxman. Possibly a ball he should have left alone.
Anderson. That's 4, and it'll be given as 4 byes. Keeper had very little chance with that.
That's a shocking ball from James Anderson. That Pryor seemed to act like a goalkeeper down the leg side. Terrible ball, but I thought he should have got, as an in-swinger, should have got maybe a hand on it. Did get a hand on it, but not good enough to stop it. All good for India. Good to the calls, just chipping away at that score, little by little.
It's just beginning to spit a bit here.
Handsome stroke again from Lachman, and it's a chase for Michael Vaughan. It's a long run down there, and they'll get 3. 3 to Lachman takes him on to 37.
Yes, he just looks pleasing to the eye when he plays shots like this, Lakshman. Makes it look easy. It's not an easy shot to play, and he's so good with his hands.
Unlucky score for an Englishman there, 2-2-2. But I like Laxman because he waits for the ball, Ravi. He lets the ball come on. Totally contrasting to Kevin Pietersen, who likes to go at the ball. He likes to play the ball late.
My word, he's belted that. Too short from Anderson.
Well, another short ball from Jimmy Anderson, but this time not well directed, outside off stump, asking to be square cut away. Inderson Dhoni taking on the challenge, hitting that hard and high. Superb shot. This England are the ones to be becoming frustrated here, trying to find this 6th wicket. The target is moving down.
Yes, that Indian dressing room must be saying, if only we had got Peterson out early and had to chase a score of around 280, 300. Well, he's been around the off stump to Mahendra Singh Dhoni. He's bowled quite a few short deliveries because he got him out in that fashion in the first innings.
Optimistic appeal there from Panesar and Pryor. Dhoni trying the paddle sweep from wide down the leg side. Pretty good shot. It's hit him on the pad. He's got to be careful there because Panesar's tactics here is to pitch into the footholes, trying to bowl him behind his legs.
Go yes, Monty, yes, Monty.
Yes, and also when he attempts that, he's got to be careful. If he gets a top edge, there's Michael Vaughan standing there on the onside in a catching position. Short fine.
Go, chef. Yes, Monty, yes, Monty.
The Indian flag is flying, and very proudly at the moment. 229 for 5. It's been good progress with 151 needed.
It's the England team, the ones who do the thinking, and these paddle sweeps from Dhoni, risky shots I would say, because Michael Vaughan's placed there. Not much value in that shot. But we see a bowling change from the pavilion end. And he tries that paddle sweep. Risky, I'd say, because if he hits it well, Michael Vaughan's at fine leg, short fine leg. He's not going to get many runs for it, and it just could pop up off the edge onto his pad to silly point. In this situation, I think he's got to be a bit more cautious. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen out of those footmarks. The other key thing, Ravi, is that Tremlett has come back from the pavilion end. The reason for that is that 75 overs have been bowled. There's 5 overs to the availability of the second new ball. Michael Vaughan will want side bottom and Anderson with the new ball. That to me is the next crucial phase of this game.
Certainly will be, and I don't think he'll waste any time in taking the new ball unless Panesar strikes twice. The new ball can give you 2-3 wickets in a hurry. So it's important that both these batsmen who've done an excellent job, worked hard, realize that, and not try anything to flash. A couple of shots Dhoni attempted in the last over. He'll be well advised not to attempt it because those are get-out shots. And you don't want to lose a wicket at this stage and then expose the tail to the new ball.
Shake of the head from Dhoni there. He knows he should be letting that ball go through. Leaving the ball for a batsman is as good as a good shot sometimes. Displaying to the bowler, you know where your off stump is. Just trying to... It's a one-day shot, isn't it? Trying to work it down to third man. Risky.
Call for a quick run. That's a good hit.
Yeah, the substitute fielder Hodgson out there. He's on the MCC staff. And he'll remember this moment, the young man. Got an opportunity to hit the stumps.
Oh, he's castled it. Tremlett has broken the partnership, and Indian hearts will sink. England will feel they're a step closer. Latchman departs. That is terribly disappointing.
That's a massive blow for England. Tremlett coming back on from the pavilion end, bowling his normal length, short of a length, banging it in, just jagging back down the slope, not bouncing very much, beating the defensive shot of Latchman, and that's the wicket India didn't want, and the one that England did. India 231 for 6.
Hi, I am Anil Kumble, 36 years old, right-hand bowler, right-hand bat.
.147 to get, more to the point, 4 wickets to get for England. He's over the wicket to Dhoni, probably trying to get him on the sweep shot. There's a short fine leg for it as well, apart from all the catchers. That's well driven, and enough on it to go to the boundary.
Do you know, Dhoni seems to me to be the type of chap that feels that he can win this game. Does he feel that he can get a partner with him? Anil Kumble, you've got to prize him out. He will sell his wicket dearly, Anil Kumble. The other thing that is very imminent for England is that a new ball is due in about 2 overs time. That's a good option for England.
Well, between overs, Simon Taffel has just gone across to Steve Bucknor. Well, the new ball's been taken. There you are, as soon as it became due. But in between overs, Steve Bucknor and Simon Taffel had a bit of a chat with the light meters. That's what happened between overs. Probably decided, look, we'll wait till it reaches a certain level. And obviously there's no problem with the new ball being taken.
Now, it was actually Simon saying to Steve Bucknor, have you seen this gadget I've got here? This is new.
It plays MP3s, sends SMSs. There's FM radio on it. Take pictures. With the new ball, side bottom.
Well, one thing, the umpires have looked at the light. They've had a conversation. England have taken that new ball. I don't think it's a gamble. You can't stop bad light. But I will say this, that this light is marginal. It's pretty dark out there.
Well played. Good for 3. 2.
Well, batsman who's got first-class hundreds, it means that he's got a few shots. I mean, we know that he's a very stubborn player, Anil Kumble, and he always gets in behind everything. But you can't get a first-class 100 without a few shots.
Well, they have to play well here against this new ball. England with very attacking fields, 3 slips, a gully and a short leg. Bowling very straight at Anil Kumble.
Just to give you an idea of how much is left in this match, there's 57 overs to be bowled. Light permitting, of course. You can go on till 6:30, I think, and then maybe an extra half hour to complete the overs. 98 in all in the day. They've only managed to go through almost 42.
Have India got 133 runs in them, 4 wickets. Dhoni 47, Kumble partnership with him.
So I guess nothing's changed. If they're batting at that point, India will have won the game. Oh, how close was that? Was that missing leg? No, it wasn't. Steve Bucknor has nodded. The nod of death. I think he was in the back foot. I think you'll notice. It was on the cards. He was swinging the ball back into the right hand all along. India lose number 7.
Ball 5 and got. It is a little bit fuller. The ball pitch is in line. It just holds. There's no bat on it. Comfortable decision for Steve Bucknor. It's the dreaded weight. No nod of the head. England ecstatic in that slip corner. Ryan Sidebottom has been probing for that dismissal. Anil Kumble, LBW. It looked always on the cards. Kumble looks back. He scored 3. It's 2:47 for 7.
Hi, I'm Zahir Khan, 28 years old, right hand bat, left arm ball.
So Zahir Khan comes out to the middle. They've lost the wicket of Anil Kumble in the last over before drinks. Can India survive? That's the question to be asked. Will India hang around enough till the weather gods intervene? You can see it's a tense dressing room. It's the first test of a series, important. England are being patient. That's 50 for Mahendra Singh Dhoni. It's been a fighting innings. He's had to work hard for it.
Test 50. It's come in different circumstances to normal. He's had to work hard, he's had to fight 120 balls, normally known as a free scoring batsman, but he's adapted his play here at Lord's in bowler friendly conditions. He's got an excellent effort of concentration, skill and determination.
This man has moved up to a leg gully position. Monty Panesar, so Zahir Khan might just be peppered with a few short deliveries. Each one looking at a different direction.
Looks like they're all experts at the moment, Ravi.
Seeing if there's any drizzle. Or has the light faded? That should be out. The finger has gone up. You've done well not to attempt that shot till now, Zahir Khan. In the end, couldn't help himself, and another goes down, and England inch closer. 2 wickets to get.
It was short and down the leg side, so he might have fancied his chances of getting some runs until he's just got a little bit of a tickle. Matt Pryor takes it easily. Tremlett gets another wicket. India 8 wickets down to 54.
Rudra Pratap Singh, age 21, left arm medium pacer, right-handed batsman.
So number 10 comes out for India. Dhoni's still there. Still pretty overcast. The umpires have got the light meters with them. Can the light hold on for England to get another 2 wickets? He's done his job here, Chris Tremlett. 3 wickets for him. This is the last one.
There's that short ball coming in, not well directed, but Zahir Khan going for the hook shot. Faintest of nicks on the glove. Disappointing end because he was getting stuck in. He was doing a good job for Dhoni. Bit of a soft dismissal that down the leg side. They all count the same. And England's spirits will be lifted. I would suggest that England got to be careful with bowling too many short balls. The light is not good. The scoreboard is bright and shining there. The umpires might look at the light if they keep banging the ball in halfway down the wickets.
Oh, RP Singh off the mark. Come on, Dhoni has to run 3 here. Dhoni look for 3. Still 1 ball to go in this over.
Well, that's acceptable. That RP Singh can face this 1 ball, but if I was Michael Vaughan, Ravi, I'd be looking to warm up Monty Panesar in this situation, and maybe Paul Collingwood. I'd be taking my fast bowlers off because I think the umpires are going to consult. And it is very dark now.
Should the umpires be offering the light straight away? Why wait for the end of the over?
No, I agree with you there. No reason to wait for the end of the over. If it's too dark, if they think it's too dark, and they ought to consider that, it ought to be done mid-over.
Does look dark. RP Singh, what is he doing? 2:59 for 8, and the umpire's going to have a chat. Umpire Buckner, yes, going towards Simon Tofu. The light meter will come out. It has gone dark there.
And certainly in instances in this match, when they did go off the bad light earlier in the game, it was a similar sort of light to it is now. And Michael Vaughan calling up Monty Panesar, but it might be too late.
Vaughan continuing in the commentary box now, as Dhoni puts that away to the boundary. There's Alan Wilkins, Nitin Nasir Hussain and Ian Chappell.
That's it for RP Singh. Monty does the business on him, and that is 9 down for India.
Well, that's the problem with bowlers out there batting. A little bit of flight. As soon as the ball gets up in the air a bit, the eyes start spinning, they get a bit excited. He just slowed that one up a little bit, a little more flight, curved a bit, and right through the gap. So beautiful bowling from Monty Panesar has netted England the 9th wicket. It's 263 for 9.
Srishant, age 24, right-hand batsman, right-hand fast bowler.
Last man in. Srishant, and he's taken his time to come out. There were 1 or 2 England, there we are. Michael Vaughan saying, did you want to come and play, or do you want to come and watch the last couple of minutes here? But he's got the glasses on. Perhaps he forgot the glasses.
No, I think he stopped and had a bit of a look at all the pictures in all the paintings in the long room, just to check, probably just to improve on his history of the game of cricket.
Now this could be 4. That will be 4.
Who's playing at Kilburn, Alan?
Somebody harsher knows. That's another good shot. That'll get him 4 more. Takes him on to 69.
And he's going for the win still.
Oh, somehow Mahendra Singh Dhoni has got the single. He could have been out. It's a little bit of Fred Connors out there. 272 for 9. Well, that's going to go for 4. That's not really what Mahendra Singh Dhoni wanted. 277 for 9. India are hanging on here, and it is only the elements that can save them. Sreesanth facing Panesar.
England have got what they want here, the opportunity to have 5 or 6 balls at, well, 6 if they bowl well, 6 at Sreesanth.
That's very close. It was so full, it was pad first. Mighty close.
Oh, he's clipped this round the corner. This will run away. This will be 4. So Sreesanth off the mark. It's 281 for 9, and India need 99 to win. This is the LBW appeal.
It hit very low on the pad. There was never any doubt about the ball bouncing over the top.
Panesar's just got to bring his length back a little bit here. Sreesanth lunging forward, and Panesar's just got to make sure he lunges forward to a delivery that's a fraction shorter. And you might get a bit of glove, a bit of bad pad. Vaughan's got him surrounded.
One ball to go from this over at 281 for 9. We got 4 from it, 281 for 9. Anxious faces on that India balcony. It is very dark, but the spinners are operating. It all depends on that light meter reading. Oh dear, I think they're going to offer the light.
Well, it was a lot darker in the World Cup final at the end, and they were playing in that light.
The light has been offered. The light is not good enough according to the umpires. And the Indian batsman Mahendra Singh Dhoni and Sreesanth are going off.
Well, one thing to make clear here, that's not the game. There's still 3 hours of play at least possible here, and the England boys will just wait and wait. And the umpires will stay in the middle. It only has to improve a little bit. It's not raining that much. And they'll be back on. So it's not game over. Not by a long way.
Well, the odds very much in favour of England. So we've heard that an early tea now will be taken. As the time approaches 25 to 4 in the afternoon here in London. That's 5 minutes earlier than the schedule. Those Indian players and those England players will be keeping an eye on the heavens. Colours are coming on because there is a very fine drizzle. There's a lot of rain in England at the moment. There comes the hover.
The rain in Spain falls mainly in England.
Well, that was it. Then the players walked off the field, never to return, at least in this test match. And India was saved by the skin of their teeth. 9 wickets down, just 1 wicket left, and England just could not come back. And this is how it ended then. This was the test match, the first N-Power test match. 282 for 9. Dhoni stood firm right till the end. He was 76 not out. Partnership with VVS Lakshman made 39. Ganguly made 40. That partnership of 80 plus between Lakshman and Dhoni was crucial. They also batted for a long time. So 282 for 9 from 96 overs. India did very well to hang in there. There were 4 options for Michael Vaughan to turn to. Sidebottom 2 for 42, Anderson 2 for 83. He was the bowler of this match. Tremlett 3 for 52, and Panesar looks good every time he has ball in hand. 2 for 63. Vaughan himself, as the light got bad, had to come on and bowl himself. 4 overs, none for 18. So after 5 years of cricket, a match badly affected by rain. England 298 and 282. India 201 and 282 for 9, and it was that one innings by India, 201 all out, that really was the difference, quite apart from Kevin Pietersen's magnificent 134. And it came as no surprise at all that Kevin Pietersen was man of the match. His was an excellent innings. He just took the initiative away from India when they looked like forcing their way back into this Lord's Test match. Right, so there we are. That's it for the Test match at Lord's. Got pretty close at the end. England will probably think they won it on points, but that's not good. And in the end, I'm afraid this match will go down in the record books as a draw.